like it takes all of my brain power. Like I don't have, I don't know, I don't even
I
work every
wish,
day.
I wish years ago you would have come and applied when I told you to at the county.
I did, man.
You didn't the second. You did the first time. The second
I
time you
did.
didn't. And the second
Yeah,
time I had
but
been there long enough that I have pull now. Like if I'm like, yeah, he's a good
yeah,
worker. Like don't pay attention to the fucking assault charge. My
Nope.
boss would probably
yeah,
listen to me.
Well,
yeah, and you know,
Considering I'm second in seniority on our side now. Like that's just how long I've been there.
yeah. I mean, like I say that, but like, really, really, I shouldn't say that.
Because
But like
it's
sometimes,
as much as like my job, you doing the job you're doing, you could definitely do the job I'm doing. Like it's
oh yeah,
one
yeah.
and the same
Listen,
essentially, except it's probably less fucking irritating because you ain't got to deal with people literally all the fucking time.
well, the thing for me, right, is like I like my job because I don't. It's
You
not so
like the
much.
freedom, I
Well,
understand that,
the freedom is the
but
main
I
thing because
and
I
I
can.
understand where you're coming from with the freedom thing about it. Like you're able to just like do whatever you need to do whenever you need to do it,
Yeah,
kind of thing. But like I know it's not a whole lot, but I make close to $18 an hour.
yeah. We see. I mean, dude, I make $15. I make $600 a week, right?
Yeah. See,
But I have free rent. Free. I don't pay any bill. The only bill that I pay in my home is my internet bill. I don't pay
uh,
power, water, trash,
oh, yeah,
rent.
you definitely stay there then.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
dude. I don't.
that's
I
huge.
literally have
Whatever
zero.
stupid shit you're talking about right now about leaving your job, fuck off.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was
Yep.
getting ready to say. I was
I
like,
like
listen,
it's no,
I
that's
can't
stupid.
even. I was like, I can't even say that because it's like
If
it is
if
stressful
literally
sometimes.
all you
But
have is like internet as like your
it's
utility bill,
that. Yeah, that's it.
like no, like do you know
They
how much I
literally
would wish for something like that?
they took me off of the fucking payment thing because like we've been talking about it, and then
Yeah.
they finally just took me off. Like at one point, like because it was like in between, like do I owe you guys money? Do I need to pay you rent? Because Dizzy was like, no, why is he paying rent? You shouldn't be paying rent with all the shit he's got to put up with over there. Which it is. Like I mean, I just had somebody come knock on my door at fucking 9:30, and I had to go over there and only answer the door. I'm on call all the time. And it's really not that much of a pain in the butt. But what I mean by that is like my creative brain is exhausted, right?
Hmm.
Because and again, I can't even sit here and sound like I'm bitching about my situation because my situation is fucking amazing. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment that I can fix anything that I want for free on somebody else's money. You know what I mean? But it's like on the creative sense, right? So like my whole thing is like I'm a problem solver, and that's what I use my brain for. So I go to work and I have to use all of my creative brain to solve a problem, and then I come home and then it's all gone. And all I want to do is just be a vegetable. That's my fucking finger, please.
I heard you'll get that.
Yeah. I mean, it's pink, like it's fucking infected. So it's like just for this. It's like mostly like the kitchen bowl. So yeah, yeah, and it has none of those. I think it's really just from where I took the stitches out just now. Well, I mean, I literally
Josh,
talked to the.
please.
I talked to the doctor and I was like, should I wait extra time? And he was like, no, just do 7 days is usually enough. You gotta pull the band-aid, dude.
Gotta start moving it around. Make sure it
Yeah,
ain't gonna
because it's
fall
like
off.
you can keep it closed all you want, but like I mean, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. You keep it closed, but you gotta get air to it. So I haven't been keeping like I've been putting the band-aid on it, but with just covering it. That's it. Like I'm not um Wasn't putting like the bass and traces and shit on it is what I'm trying to get at. Just covering it with a band-aid so shit doesn't get into it because I'd be messing with toilets sometimes, like I was today. I'll get back into the winter things eventually. Start doing the streaming thing again all the time. It's just weird because I always have children in my home and I don't have like a space where I can
Kind of like how I got the little girls going on in the background.
yeah, I don't have a space where there's not always something going on. And like that's okay.
I'm gonna keep doing it regardless. Because if nothing else, if I can build up like a little bit of something, like the way I've always seen it, right? And I've tried to explain this to Hollis, and he's hard to hit dog shit sometimes.
Yeah, well, he's kind of done
like,
too.
When you don't have like anything really started yet, like having multiple people fucking doing it helps.
Yeah, well, I mean, we need to come up with a game where we can like.
Well, not just that. I'm just saying, like, all right, how do I put it? How do I? Let's
First
say.
up here, Aaron.
Let's say that I distracted fighting Thunder Mages. Let's say that I keep doing it, and I actually, you know, obviously, unless something crazy happens, it's not like I'm going to fucking jump up and be the next fucking whoever, right?
I was gonna say Doc, but you know.
But like,
you don't diddle kill.
If I end up doing it long enough to get, you know, 100, 150, a couple hundred people.
Yeah.
And then fuck, we go and play a game together. Like I'm putting the fucking description and shit. Like, hey, go fucking check dude out. Here's this link. Like shit like that. Like I've always thought that that's the best way, because that's how almost everybody gets as big as they do. Is they have other people that are right there with them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's like, dude, Jacksepticeye.
Well, you think about some of these people now that are like the biggest streamers ever. They ended up being the biggest streamers ever because you look at like Kai and all that shit, and that whole house with all them dudes in it. Like each and every one of them has millions of fucking followers and subs because they all chill together.
Yeah, the AMP.
They all live in the same fucking house, and they've built up a community together essentially.
Well, so the AMP for the Kai specifically, like the AMP house. Like AMP was a thing before Kai ever did anything. So like he just kind of got adopted, but ended up being the biggest one. I don't know. It'll just something's gonna happen. It has to.
I don't know. I plan on like super farming the next Call of Duty though, so I know that you're not going to be about that, but that's.
I don't know if it's not dog shit. I mean, I do like.
I think it's going to be good. I really do. I really think it's going to be good. Like this is probably the first Call of Duty in a long time that I'm like, this one's like I'm legitimately just super excited about it. And it's not just the zombies. Like they're bringing back like classic 1 through 10 prestiges with the master prestige at the end. Like they're trying to do everything to bring old Call of Duty people back. Essentially, is what they're doing. And if they do it right, they will. I mean, that's just it. You know, the gameplay looks fun. It looks like it is not. It doesn't cater to people fucking sitting in corners behind doors and shit. It is more about being like rushing and being aggressive, which is what I do when I play Call of Duty, where I just run around and get people's fucking face, which is what Call of Duty should be. You know, you've got your people that can play defensive, whatever, but like if you're good enough, you ought to be able to go in and fucking just run a lot of it.
It's got enhancement.
Plus, it takes place in the 90s. that makes it, you know, just great.
Yeah,
Because it was the
makes
greatest
better.
time to be alive. Period. I don't think there's anybody that can argue that.
Um,
No, the 90s was the greatest time to be
great.
alive.
It's like the turning point for a lot of people. That's so weird. I think it's so weird. Oh my god, +1 extra temporary weapon level for every enemy affected by it. For every weapon level of the current weapon, plus 40% less. Oh my god, dude. Say less, dude. Say less.
You said a lot of words. That
Dude.
is 0%.
Oh, my weapon. I have, I'm gonna be doing rock, right? So if I just start blasting off into a crowd of people,
Okay,
everybody
yeah,
that's affected by the weapon adds a level to my weapon. And every level that's added to my weapon gives me plus 40% fucking damage to my essence chain. This one's fixing to be a doozy, bud. Between the two of us, we're fixing to put fucking smack down on their head. Oh yeah, here, things are gonna get crazy right here.
God damn this stupid fuck. This fucking status element can fuck off. That's some dumb shit.
Ooh.
God, it's fucking irritating. I'm gonna try to fight this motherfucker one more goddamn time. Fuck, I got 4 level ups.
Oh, there's a vault over there.
I know. I opened it.
What a guy. What a guy. Pop, get it up, pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
That's fine.
Gotta listen to some bop. Gotta listen to some Hamson.
Hamson?
Hamson.
You are pretty Hamson. Man, I'm about to spend all of my fucking...
You know what's weird? Alright. So Humble, right? Humble's like the place to go to buy shit. And I had an ad for like Resident Evil 7 on Humble. It said it was on sale and everything, you know, like the gold edition. I was like, oh, I can get it. And that'll start my creepy game list for what I want to do in October once it gets close to Halloween and shit. Do like creepy game time.
You mean Killing Floor 3?
They've announced that, but I do
Yes.
not think that's going to come out anytime soon. But then I got to reading about the like version, or like not version, but like what you was getting, and it was a code for it, but it was timed or some shit, so it was kind of like renting the game or something other. What the fuck is that?